Hey guys, this is actually take number 4. Um, just wanted to say that a lot of people have been asking me the last week or so, 2 weeks, how are you? What's been going on? Are you okay? You're not cracking jokes. We haven't seen you out and about a lot. You don't want to come round as much. You don't want to do this, that, and the other as much. And it's not just because of the lockdown. Um, Trust me, if I could spend more time with some of you guys, I really would. But at the moment, I'm dealing with a lot inside and outside of myself. Um, Obviously, recently we've had a lot of losses in our family. Big kiss to all of them. Yeah, and I just want to, by doing this, I want to kind of kill the stigma that's around this kind of problem, because a lot of people that I've spoken to on support groups are scared of the stigma that's attached. The fact that if they come out, people are going to chastise them, they're going to give them the same odd, oh, get over it, you're going to be okay, it was in the past, blah, blah, blah. So I want to send this to people and to say out there, if any of you, anybody, even if this gets shared out to people I don't know, I don't care. Anybody is suffering from depression, uh, any what the technical term is invisible health conditions. Now that can be from depression to fibromyalgia to PTSD, CPTSD. You could have autism, anything like that. And I think if I start this now and I start a wave of people coming out, and even if you just bombard me with questions, I don't mind, because I'm still going through it. I've got a long road to go, and I'm only starting to learn that. And basically, my story is I was diagnosed with depression when I was younger, when I was about 16, 17. And, quick trip, basically from something feeling low, teenage. But I thought that was it, just pop myself a couple of serotonin pills, I'll be alright in a couple of months. But no, it still hung around and hung around. And, had a bit of a high point around 25, 26. Got myself off the antidepressants, which I was really pleased with. But then back in February, I had a bit of an episode and I got diagnosed with PTSD, or actually the proper term is CPTSD. For you guys that don't know, that's complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And the first people to think of with PTSD is people who've either been through trauma or have been through recent traumas, or nowadays the most popular version of it seems to be if you're a veteran in the war. Well, it's not true. There are a lot of people that I've spoken to through support groups who have it through many, many different things. It could be just secondary, where their family members have suffered it and they get the backlash, or they get a secondary symptom of it. And I feel that if I did this now and start sharing what I'm going through every time and letting you know what I'm doing to heal, what techniques I'm using, what my daily routine has been, and how what I have been through and what I'm probably going to have to go through in the next God knows how long, then other people might want to share their stories. And don't feel there's a stigma, and they've got a chain on them saying, there's a ball on the end of this chain with PTSD and I'm never going to be able to cut it off. You are going to be able to cut it off. I mean, I've used so many different things to bury it. When I got diagnosed, I thought, oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'll just get myself some serotonin, have a few beers now and then, be a bit reckless. But no, it didn't work. It does not work. Burying it does not work. The only thing you do when you bury it is the shovel gets heavier. That's the one thing I've learned, is if you try and bury your past, if you try and bury your problems, all you're going to do is break your back with a shovel in the long run. But I got diagnosed in February, and obviously, like I said, I tried different things. And then in March, obviously, everybody knows the lockdown kicked in, and I had to start working from home. and obviously not great when you're already feeling pretty rough. But I found an amazing therapist on Facebook. Not the place you find things like that usually. But yeah, he basically contacted me through Facebook. I reached out and I thought, oh yeah, well, I'm going to have to wait till this lockdown's finished before I can get therapy. But no, he basically said, no, we can start a foundation, start a platform, and get you on the right roads. We basically were having sessions once a week of therapy, talking over WhatsApp, chatting, just once in a blue, little lines here, there, and everywhere, little tasks that I could do to keep my head straight and keep my head in the form of, yes, you are getting yourself on the right road. You're getting yourself to a place where you can start taking these little prickly needles out, and start getting yourself ready to heal. So we did that for, well, doing it for a good few months. And only recently, with the lockdown lifted, we've been having proper counselling sessions, one-to-one counselling sessions for abuse therapy, for PTSD. And it's not easy. It is not easy. I would be a liar if I said it was easy. To the point where a couple of weeks ago, I didn't think I was strong enough to do this. I really didn't. But then there are people starting to come out of the woodwork who I wouldn't normally share with, or I would share with and think, oh yeah, they've got their own problems to deal with, let's not go there. But there are a few people I want to name to say thank you. And you know, it's funny when it's the phrase I used some time ago. You're walking on crutches, and 9 times out of 10, people just see the crutches and think, yes, she's fine. But it's funny when you're feeling so low and you can't get up, who the crutches are or where the crutches come from. And my crutches at the moment are some magical people. And the first one I want to thank, most importantly, is that therapist. And he's a company called Kind Therapy Holistics. He is on Facebook. His name is Albert Bagili. I hope I pronounced your name right. He's owner and founder of Kind Therapy Holistics, specialising in all kinds of therapy. And he's amazing. He's very, very selfless, and I'd call him Earthbound Angel, because there's 9 times out of 10, if it wasn't for knowing that he's going to keep me on the right track, or knowing that I have got somewhere I can aim for, I don't think I would be. I'm not going to be on a drum and say I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I would still be here, but I don't think I'd be in the condition I am now. Secondly, I opened up to another friend, Lindsay Jane Brooks. Just want to say thank you to you. Rachel Leslie Ayres, I shared with you as well. And a few other people, but I know they want to remain anonymous. I ain't sharing that shit.